Pisces, a very happy Yuletide greetings and a very Merry Christmas to you all. It is a beautiful morning. The sun just came up. It is 7:25, and I've been at this for almost 3 hours. Almost, not like 2.5. Anyway, you'll notice the digs are different. I am not home for the holidays, but that does not change my description box. My description box will still say the significance of the spread as well as the placement of the cards. Here we go. 5-card movie star spread. Oh, Pisces. Pisces. You are coming up as the Dark Night of the Soul, the worry and stress card. What is going on this holiday season? Is this because you're around your family or because you're not around your family? Sometimes this is because you're around your family. And what's standing in the way is the Victory card in the inverse as well. There's a lot of anxiety that's hitting you in the moment. And you kind of are looking back at the past year wondering, oh, what is it all for? But I'm telling you right now, you're only focusing on the negative. You aren't focusing on the positive. You are taking a moment to look at all the struggle and the strife that you've been through, and you're forgetting how much that you've grown. So let's focus on how much that you've grown, because it looks to me like, and your overall is literally just telling me you need a change in perspective. When you look at this card here, you see that this person has the entire world before them, and they have a choice between two, and they have a globe in their hand. So this person recognizes that any change that happens in life has to start with the change in my perspective. That's what's going to do me some good. I have to change my perspective inward before I can bring anything outward. And Pisces, that really is the lesson that you've been learning this year. So let's focus on that, shall we? Moving forward, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is really evaluating their resources, grateful for the resources that they have. And people always go straight to money. Health and wealth is what I say when I talk about the Pentacles a lot. But sometimes it's not that. Sometimes the resources that we have are the people that we surround ourselves with and the words that we are constantly hearing. The words that echo into our eardrums really do affect the way that we think on a daily basis. And you are actually evaluating the resources in your life, the people that you surround yourself with, as well as the material things like health and wealth. And for your possible journey, you're feeling like the return on investment just wasn't worth it. So you're looking back over the year and you're focusing on all the bad that happened, but you're forgetting to focus on all the growth that did. Oh, wow. And here's why. You're stuck at the end. Okay? You made it to the end of a chapter and you're stuck so much on that last paragraph, and you're going back over that last paragraph and trying to comprehend everything that happened, that you're forgetting to turn the page and recognizing that, yes, although it's a new chapter in your life, the story is still unfolding. And there's more things later on in the book that'll reference back to that chapter to help you put in a framework in it. Because if there's one thing that Pisces has been working on for the past couple months, it's moving forward in order to go back and revisit and process the things that happened in the back. It's almost like, have you ever like cleaned out a junk drawer and found a rubber band that was like really old? And it dries out, and like you go to stretch the rubber band and it breaks. So that's my advice to you, is to give the things that worry you a little bit more time before you go back and try to process them. Because if you do it right off the bat, if you try to break that rubber band while it's still new, you're just going to pull and yo-yo yourself back and forth and give yourself a lot of frustration. But when that rubber band just kind of sat there alone in that drawer for a little while and got forgotten about, And then you rumble through the drawer and you're like, oh yeah, that rubber band, and pff, it just breaks. And it doesn't have that same meaning anymore. So I hope this analogy makes sense to somebody, because it makes sense in my head, but it is early in the morning and I've barely had one cup of coffee. So um, sometimes if you just walk away from it and you step away from it, it's not healthy to bury things because, whatever you bury could be a seed. So don't just push it way down. Put it to the side with the intention of revisiting it after you have a couple new experiences, a few new chapters of life under your belt. Then go back to what that thing is and see it for what it's worth. If you keep pulling on it, you're going to get that frustration, that back and forth, that back and forth, that back and forth. But if you let it go for a while, you can pull on it and dissipate it and take it out of the junk drawer, put it in the garbage where you don't need it anymore, and be like, oh yeah, I remember that rubber band that broke. I really hope this analogy makes sense to somebody because I feel like a crazy person saying it. Pisces, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. Do yourself a favor, clean out a junk drawer. Don't focus on everything that happened last month. Focus on everything that happened last year. See if you can process that first. And then maybe next year, you can focus on the things that happened in November 2020. All right? I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some patience. And more importantly, Pisces, give yourself a lot of credit because you've grown. I hope you guys found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.